Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, your tribal god of extreme, still sick as fuck, but still, I'm here for you. It is I, Peter Joseph here for a Wednesday evening video, right here on the official Peter Joseph YouTube wrestling channel. YouTube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you for watching, make sure you like the video, and subscribe right now to this channel. My other channels all down below in the description box. Leave a comment on the video if you like, but don't leave stupid comments. Bye-bye, so long, farewell to you. You'll be sent to the Shadow Realm, where you can, pretty much go fuck yourself and everybody else that's down there, because, you know, everybody else that, pretty much doesn't give a fuck about me is down there, because I sent them there. Because they're a bunch of dumb fucks who, are jealous. That's all it is. It's pure jealousy and words. No action, words. That's all it is. And that's that. So don't leave stupid comments. You can get blocked and sent to the Shadow Realm. And if you don't like it, then go cry to your mama, bitch. Simple as that. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Show your love and support there. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell so on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. Because if you miss anything, you're pretty much SOL. And you better know what that means by now. And if you don't know, you need to get slapped in the face. And you're going to be forced to look it up. Trust me on that. And that's it. And don't forget to share the video all over the internet. And if this is your very first time watching, well, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, grab a cold one. I finished mine right now, but I mean, it is what it is. I usually don't have one, but if I did, it'd be in this little glass. Well, whatever glass I have. But sit back, relax, grab a cold one, put your feet up, and enjoy the show. You like it? Great, you know, get the fuck off. Go to your dead channel, and nobody gives two fucks about you. And that's all I gotta say about that. People like my videos and watch them. And you can't prove nobody watches my shit. So, you can't prove much of anything these days, but it is what it is. I just like to bring up old as fuck shit that pretty much nobody really gives two fucks about. So, just talking out your asses like you always do. But, hey, if that makes you sleep at night, good for you. But I personally don't give two fucks. Because it's all, like I said, it's all pure jealousy and, you know, I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. And if they want to continue to be dumb fucks as they get older, in their, their late 20s, into their 30s, 40s, and maybe around my age, they're going to be the same fucking pricks, then, well, they're sadly going to be, looking back in their lives and like, oh, shoot, why did I do that? I got a better life to live than, worry about YouTube and dumb fucks from different parts of the world, not, that I really could care less about, because, they think they're tough guys, and they're not. I never said I was tough, but, push comes to shove, I win anyway. That's that. So, that's that. Alright, so I had to wipe my nose, because I'm still, under the weather. It's just been, I've been running the gamut, not the gambit, but I've been running, pretty much the gambit. Oh, sorry, whatever. But, in any case, I've been pretty much knocked the fuck out since pretty much Monday night. Maybe Monday Night Raw got me all sick, I don't know. But, Monday night I was a wreck. You heard me on last night's video, I was a wreck. I barely had a voice last night. Today, it's a little bit better. My voice is, a little bit better, but I'm still, under the weather with a head cold. And I did take an at-home COVID test. Rosa gave me one, and I took it. And pretty much it's negative, so for now. Well, I mean, I might have to go get another test, but not right now. We'll see how the next day or two goes. By this weekend, hopefully the mushroom barley soup and all the mucus in my head and my, my nose and everything will be gone. We'll be back to, hopefully, around 100% by the weekend. But I'm doing all I can to get videos up for you great people. Even if I'm not feeling 100%. But good thing is, no COVID, so fuck that virus. And that's pretty much all I can say about that. And for all you people that, wanted me to get it, well, too bad. Sorry I disappointed you. But it is what it is. That's that. That's that. You can wish that on me. It's gonna come back to bite you in the ass when it happens to you. I'm just gonna say that right out the bat. So, you don't like me saying that? Then too bad. Too bad. Go cry to your mama, little bitch. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, besides me being pretty much about 60 to almost 70% today, hopefully tomorrow I'll get a little bit more better. Each day you get better, hopefully. Just, headache and stuffy nose, coughing up the wazoo. But thankfully, like I said, it's not COVID. But I gotta monitor it. My temperature was 100.6 this morning. Then it went down to 100.3 like 15 minutes later. Then about an hour later went down to 99. And then went back up a little bit, back down like my, up, down, like my dick in your mom's and girlfriend's ass, because that's where it belongs. But in any case, I'm starting to feel a little better. I might need another day, a couple days to fully recover, get some more rest. But see what happens. I took the last 2 days off of work, so I'm hopefully trying to maybe at least do a half a day tomorrow, and then do a full day on Friday, and then maybe go do physical therapy either tomorrow or Friday, and then just pretty much relax on the weekend, because we're got nothing to do this weekend anyway. So I'll probably just be home doing chores and, enjoying the weekend with the missus, and, we'll see how I feel. Maybe I'll go out, maybe I won't, but depends how I feel. And hopefully, who doesn't get it, but, of course, it's been a wacky, the last couple of days. I mean, it's been like 45 degrees on Monday, now it's 30 degrees as of right now, and I'm recording this at 6:30 at night on Wednesday, January the 15th, 2025, pretty much at the midpoint of the month already. It's crazy that we're at the midpoint of January already. And, gonna be, the weather's gonna be crazy, gonna go back up this weekend to about 40, 45, and then down, way down by the time we hit Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week. Gonna be like, the high temperature is gonna be like 15 to 20 degrees. It's gonna be insane. We're paying for it, and we're supposed to get like 1 to 2 inches on Sunday. Maybe more by next weekend, hopefully not, but it's January, it's the winter, and, last year this time we barely got any snow. But now Mother Nature's saying, okay, we're gonna get, enough with the warm winters, we're gonna, dump a ton of snow to break your back. I'm like, no! But to each their own. So, hope you you're having a great Wednesday. We got AEW Dynamite coming up in about an hour and a half. Should be a good show. Maximum Carnage. Night 1. We got night 2 on Collision this Saturday night. We got the in-ring return of Kenny Got Omega. Bang! Taking on the Machine Brian Cage. We got the Women's Casino Gauntlet match to see who faces Mariah May at Grand Slam Australia. That's about a month from now. We got a ridiculous 12-man tag team match, which basically has no meaning. The Death Riders teaming up with Jericho's group to take on some guys. I think it's just ridiculous. I think it's rated FTR and the Outrunners. That's 5. I think there's one more. I forget, but that's the 12-man tag. Probably be maybe the main event or pre-main event. I think Kenny's going on last. And also, we got a 6-man tag team match with Mark Briscoe, the Funky Chicken himself. God rest your mighty soul. Happy belated birthday to Mark and you, sir. Jay Briscoe, reach for the sky, boy. Jay Briscoe's birthday was a few days ago. The 3-year anniversary of his passing. So not a great, last couple days for the Briscoes family, because you had to celebrate Mark and Jay's 40th birthday. But Mark's still fighting the good fight for, Jay's sake. And he's teaming up with Private Party, Mark Quinn and Isaiah Cassidy. Can I get a shot? And they're taking on the entire Hurt Syndicate of Buddy Lashley, Shelty Baby, Shelton Benjamin, and possibly the in-ring debut in AEW of MVP. But we'll see. Might be a new member, but we'll see what happens with that. But it should be a pretty good show from Cincinnati, Ohio. That's Moxley country for you dumb people who don't know. And also, speaking of Moxley, Jon Moxley is defending the AEW World Title against the number one contender, and that is Powerhouse Will Hobbs. And I think Moxley will retain, because there's no way Hobbs is going to get the title. They're going to make him look like he's going to win the title, but he ain't going to win it. So Moxley will retain, probably be losing it either at Revolution or maybe go further than that. I don't know. Depends on what happens as we go to Australia, mate, in mid-February. Excuse me. Excuse me. Still got a really bad cough and runny nose, and my voice is still not 100%. Like I said, I'd say it's about 65%, but it's coming back. Even though I'm coughing up lungs. But, like I said, no COVID. That's a good thing. Sorry to disappoint you, lovebirds, but I digress. But when it happens to you, I won't care. And moving on. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. So we got that tonight for AEW, and we'll see what happens with that. But thank you all for watching right here on the Peter Joseph channel. I'm Peter Joseph. I am a content creator talking about the wonderful world of professional wrestling or anything I feel like talking about. And you're going to like it because you will. So if you like it, great. You know, get the fuck out. And if you're brand new here, like I said, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Stick that thumb straight up the wahoo to everybody who doesn't like it. And let them know that you watched the video and you liked it. You don't like it anyway, so that's what I want to say about that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this cold as balls Wednesday evening / Wednesday night, January the 15th, 2025, it is time. It is time, my friends, for your late and out-of-date NXT review. Excuse me, keep it late out. You say review, but your NXT review for last night, January the 14th, 2025. I'm dying here. But anyway, January the 14th, 2025, and we are back pretty much on home turf at Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando, at the performance, well, pretty much, at the Capitol Wrestling Center at Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando, Florida. Alright, this is the aftermath of last week's New Year's Evil. And now we're on the road to Vengeance Day in D.C. Washington, D.C., February the 15th, right after Valentine's Day. Surprised they're not calling it St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Just saying. I missed that pay-per-view. It wasn't even a pay-per-view, but it was once when they had a Stone Cold against Vince McMahon in a cage. That was terrible. Which was the debut of Big Show, Paul White. And how that debut was corny. That was a bad match. Bad. Probably one of the worst, next to December to Dismember, probably one of the worst pay-per-views in WWE history. Minus the very bad WrestleManias, 9/11. So. Just so. Alright, so we got before we even get to that, so it's the aftermath of New Year's Evil, and got lots to talk about. We got the tag team titles on the line with Fraxium, A-Kid, and Ben Frazier taking on the Boricua Gangsters, Lucius Price and Bronco Nima. Hopefully we'll get a title change. We'll see what happens with that. We got a surprise. We'll get to that person a little bit later on. But let's get into the beginning of the show. Let's not waste any more time. As always, our commentary team of the man with a creepy jacket, lots of candy. That's Vic Joseph. And his tag team partner, the man sitting right beside him. And that is the two-time Hall of Famer, multiple-time Tag Team Champion and World Heavyweight Champion. The man who loves a lot of Kool-Aid and he smokes more fucking weed than you do. And that's the Hall of Famer, Black Snow, otherwise known as Booker T, sucker! Oh yeah, man! Oh yeah! Okay, calm down. The man who, he's a wild and crazy guy. He's almost like me, but he's wild, he's crazy. He's Booker T, sucker. Alright, and conspicuous by his absence, Corey Slave, who, pretty much said, you know what? Fuck you, WWE, I'm out of here. Well, not get released. He basically said, I shouldn't be on NXT. He's mad that he got relegated to NXT. He put up a tweet which later got taken down, and he said that he was gonna kind of shoot brother, but nothing happened, and pretty much they sent him home. So who knows if he's gonna be on this next Tuesday night. Or, people are saying that, he's going to be turning heel, he's going to be, an entrant in the Royal Rumble, nobody cares. I say just release the guy. Or, maybe he should just quit. But, kind of sucks for Corey Slave, but where are you going to put him? I would have just kept a 3-man group on SmackDown with him, Joe Tessitore, and Bad News Wade Baddest. That's what I would have done. But then, can't put him on Raw because I think him and Pat McAfee would clash a lot. To the point where they're beating the fuck out of each other on commentary. Which would be fun, but I don't know if Corey Slave is coming back to NXT next week. Or at all. And if he does go, well, good riddance. That's all I gotta say about that. Can't be a team player, then get the fuck out. And if you're relegated to pretty much the B show, because I still think SmackDown's the A show, NXT's the B show, and Raw, kind of like the B- show. That's just my opinion, but it is what it is. Alright, so they don't even talk about Corey Slave. I think they said he's always on assignment, one of those stupid things. Anyway, so we start the show off with a long as fuck recap from last week's New Year's Evo event. What happened? We got a new champion, Femi, the world champ. We got Julia as the NXT Women's Champion. And also we saw Stephanie Vaquer become the number one contender to Fallon, Don't Call Me Dawn Henley's Women's North American title. But then, Shotzi, got a win. Over Fallon, and then she's like, hey, Ava, I need a shot too, so we're going to have that match coming up on the program. And, get ready for a rant, get your popcorn ready. But it is what it is. But, anyway, so we see what The Rock, said. I mean, even with The Rock there, it got close to 1 million views. I think it went way down last night, but, then again, who knows. But last night was so discombobulated. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? I was confused throughout most of the show until pretty much the end. Well, the beginning was okay. Everything else after that was kind of like with shuffling things. I mean, what is this? Is this, basic? Why would you use something so primitive as that? She touched me. We get that. Anyway, moving on. I had to pause for a second. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we start off the show with the music of the new NXT World Heavyweight Champion, the man from Wakanda, the big man, Femi. So he comes out looking great. Nice little shirt from the Men's Warehouse. That's where you get your good shirts from. And some of you might like the way you look. I like the way I look when I wear one of those shirts from the Men's Warehouse. So I get a discount. You don't. Oba gets one because he's Oba. But anyway. So Oba brags about being able to take his rightful place as the ruler of NXT. He's like, I'm on my throne now. And I've been backed by destiny since I came to NXT, and the fans like, thank you, Oba. And you deserve it chant. And then before even Oba actually mentions Trick Willie, putting in a lot of work, and he says Trick has a ceiling, unlike himself. And as far as DJ Nightwolf goes, he's like, you can annoy someone else, and then my cousin, hey, Gus, how you doing, my Gus? Get in here. I know, okay, stay there. I don't want to give him my sickness, but my cousin, my legit cousin, ladies and gentlemen, Tony D'Angelo, who gets you a Chicken Palm Hero, well, gets me one for $2, you get it for $10.50. With a little plate of pasta. I can't eat any pasta tonight there, dude, sorry. But anyway, so Tony D, the North American champion, comes out, brings up, it's like, hey, by the way, Oba, remember I beat you twice? So, anytime, anywhere, I can come after that world title and become double Don, basically, double champion. And then Oba brings up, the Governator, Rich Holland, taking out, it's like, oh, you got beat up by Santa Claus 2 weeks ago, a couple weeks ago, taking him out, and Don's like, I got that covered, I'm gonna take him out. I like how Oba, mid-promo, before Tony D came out, he was talking about something like, I been at myself. He actually talked in his real voice, not his, Wakanda voice. That was great. So we see a little different side of Oba. That I like. That I marked out for his little mid-promo real voice. Character, well, he kind of, went off script. When, kayfabe shit. That was fun. Alright, so anyway, back to Tony D. He says, I got that covered, I'm gonna beat his ass. And speaking of Rich Holland, he comes out, he says, hey, I got a present for you, and it shows him in a Santa Claus outfit, taking Tony D out. And he's like, and then Tony D's like, hey, I'll sign it for you. And he goes outside, big brawl begins, they fight to the back. While in the ring, DJ Nightwolf comes in and jumps Oba from behind with a strap. I'm like, are we gonna get a strap match? Well, stay tuned for that, but anyway. So, it looks like we're gonna get Oba versus DJ Nightwolf one-on-one. I really don't want to see it, but I think that's what direction they're gonna go, and then they're gonna have, now that's gonna be next week on the program for the world title. No strap stipulation, I'm surprised, but. And then we got Tony D versus Rich Holland for the North American title. I pray that Rich Holland does not win that belt. But, we're in a new era in NXT, so we'll see what happens with that. And that's that. Alright, so lots of fucking chaos going on in the beginning of this fucking show. And I gave the first segment 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Then we go to the men's locker room. We have, surprisingly, Dante Chen talking to Hank and Tank. Mr. Chase is in his locker, still, he lost everything. He's like, what am I going to do now? I'm just going to sit here and do nothing. And then a few other people were there. So then Ethan Page, walks right past Dante and says some stuff about Dante. And Dante talks about Javon Evans a little bit. And then Ethan's like, you need to put respect to my name. And they start showing each other. We get a match out of it later on. And I'm like, oh, God. And we got that. We also saw Gallus. Mark and Joe Coffey and Wolfgang sharing a locker together. I'm like, what the fuck? How can Gallus have their own locker? Excuse me. I don't get that. So, that's pretty much it. Alright, I'm going to step away for a second. I know I'm doing this, but I'm going to get a drink. I'll be right back. Hey, Chick Check. Is that your winner? Who's Aussie one? Alright, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I had to wet my whistle, so now I got a cold one. So there you go. Alright, so I gave the Ethan Page Dante Chen thing 2.25 out of 5 stars. I'm like, this could have been an email, but we get that. Alright, get your popcorn ready, ladies and gentlemen. First match out of the gate on NXT TV on the CW11. We got Stephanie McClure pretty much defending her #1 contender spot to Fallon Henley's Women's North American title. She takes on Shotzi Blackheart, comes out with her Psycho Trio teammates, the lovely Gigi Dolan and the Psycho one herself, Tatum Paxley. So, this match was kind of dumb and kind of boring. And they start grappling to start, and then they kind of stop, get a little stalemate, little show respect, blah, blah, blah. Shotzi goes for an arm drag, gets blocked. Stephanie grabs a fruit roll-up for a fast count, fast 2 count, and then an enziguri by Shotzi hits Stephanie, and Shotzi grabs it upside down to keep Stephanie in trouble, but Stephanie comes right back with that figure 4 face plant, which Booker T loves so much. Oh yeah, man, oh yeah. Like, alright, Booker T. You just like to have your head in between that, you know what I mean? I mean, wouldn't you? Wouldn't having Stephanie Virgo's hot legs around your neck and then just having your face smashed into the mat over and over and over and over again. And then you wake up, that's fun. Alright, so she hits that. As we go to break, we come right back. Shotzi comes back, stops off a super Karana. And then Stephanie comes back with Eat Defeat, made famous by Gail Kim. And then a Tiger Suplex gives Shotzi a near fall. And then they trade forearms in the middle of that ring. And then Jacy Jane comes out for a distraction as Shotzi and Stephanie bring her in, hit a double headbutt on her, knock her out. But on the other side of the ring, Fallon Don't Call Me to the Dawn! Henley comes in, decks Stephanie, even though Shotzi didn't see that. And then Shotzi with a kind of like a cover, and then she kind of like lays back to, make Stephanie not try to kick out. And Shotzi Blackheart, of all fucking people, is now the new #1 contender. So, what was the point of last week's match? What was the point of having Stephanie McClure, Corey Jade, Kaylani Jordan, and I forget who, forget the other one. Stephanie McClure, Kaylani Jordan, Lola Vice, can't forget Lola. So, what was the point of having Stephanie win the match last week for her to just lose this week? What? I mean, Shawn Michaels, were you on snorting Tony Khan's stash last night? I mean, seriously, what the fuck? Why would you have Stephanie win the title shot and then defend it against somebody who didn't even deserve it? Oh yes, Shotzi pinned the champion, pinned Fallon Henley in the 6-person tag team match. Great, but she could have got a shot after that. Best booker my ass there, Shawn Michaels. That was stupid booking. Stupid, dumb, fucking booking. It makes no sense. Now where's Stephanie go from here? And then we see after the match, which I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars, Stephanie in pictures going all the way in the back. She's pissed. Then she sees Jacy Jane in makeup! The makeup area starts shoving her down. Wasn't really much of a brawl per se. And then she's like going to the backstage area. She's pissed. I don't blame her. I do not blame her. I would have went right up to Shawn Michaels and said, "You booked that? You seriously, mate?" It's like, I would have went up to Shawn Michaels and Avery and said, "You seriously did that? You seriously booked me in a match for a title shot that I already won and I lost it to somebody who doesn't deserve it? Come on now." So, Shotzi gets a shot at the title I think that's going to be at Vengeance Day. I don't think it's next week. I don't even know. I don't care. No, actually, it's going to be in Atlanta, GA at Center Stage a week from this Tuesday. That's the 26th, I believe. No, wait. 28th, I was right the first time. So the 28th, NXT is back on the road in Bad Street, Atlanta, GA. Dun, dun, dun. Can't wait for that. So, we got that Women's North American title match. Shotzi versus Fallon Henley, and Shotzi ain't winning. No way, no how. Should have gave it to Stephanie right then and there. Not even have the stupid fucking match. That's bad booking, Shawn Michaels. Bad booking. And that's that. So you just made Shotzi win the title shot, only for her to lose. Great. Moron. Now, moving on. Alright, then we go to the ladies' locker room. We see Delta, pretty much giving Kaylani Jordan has kind of like been, kind of like the voice of reason at times, and she's like, I don't give a fuck about you. We saw her last week, I think she took the pin from Stephanie Vercouer. So Delta gives her a pep talk. Pep talk about, don't let yourself down, Stephanie was a better woman last week, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, I got. And then Corey Jade comes in, starts mocking Kaylani, like, you lost, ha, 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 ha. And then Kaylani, woo! Bitch slap of the century. And you heard that in Cleveland. Holy shit. She slapped the taste out of her mouth. And that earns, guess what, a match coming up later. Bitch! That's my man! Alright, so we got Kaylani Jordan and Cora Jade coming up in a little bit later. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to Ava Rain's office. We had the former resident social media darling, that's Stevie Turner. I haven't seen her in a little while. What does she actually do? She's supposed to be like the special assistant to Ava with Robbie E. Robert Stone, whatever his name is. So they're all there, and then Oba! Who? Femi comes in, and he is pissed. He basically tells Ava, if Eddie Thorpe wants a title match, we give him title match. And it was like, we? There's no we here. And then Mr. Stone, Robbie E., said, basically trying to be the voice of reason, and Oba, picks him up. You can see Robbie E. pretty much shit his pants. Because Oba picked him up, threw him against the wall. And then Ava's like, hold on, okay, we'll try to get you a match next week. You got your match next week, basically. So, he just crops Robbie E. like a sack of potatoes. That was fun. It was funny, pretty much. Don't mess with me, dancing fool boy. Ha! I am Oba, and the ruler of the world. Ha! I'm from Wakanda. Pretty much. Alright, so Oba gets his, defends his title against DJ Nightwolf, who pretty much seems to kind of be one up on Ava and everybody these days. He got that triple threat match. He kind of conned Ava to, give him a title match. Well, originally it was supposed to be a one-on-one match with Trick Willie, and then it turned into a three-way, and then he got beat up, and then somehow he still made the match. And then the whole thing where he accidentally hit Ava Rain with a door, and then we see him, last week, basically trying to fake out an injury again, and Ava's like, no, I'm not having that. And I was like, yeah, The Rock probably got him in the back somehow. Don't mess with his daughter, I told you that. Alright, so we'll see what happens next week. I think Oba, in his first title defense, is going to easily wipe the floor with DJ Nightwolf. And that's pretty much it. Moving on. Alright, then we go to, your shit break match of the night. Oh, Ego, Ethan Page, takes on Dante Chen. Didn't really go anywhere because it lasted basically about a minute. Ethan jumps Dante before the bell rang. Then they brawl. Then the bell finally rings, and this match lasted about a minute. Dante tries his double chop. That didn't work. Instead, Ethan Page hits a twist of fate. Oh, Matt and Jeff thought you're going to be mad. Delete! You obsolete mule! Pretty much. So he hits that 1, 2, 3. This could have been a level up. There's no level up anymore. So all the people that are on level up are probably not going to be used that much. I don't know why they... I guess the reason why they got rid of it was just because it sucked. Kind of like Speed. Speed is just a waste of a show. Speed is basically the WWE/NXT version of Dark and Elevation. That's what it is. And pretty much nobody gives two fucks who the Speed champions are for the men and the women. Because you barely see them on the main roster. I think Andrade won the Speed Championship, and then you see him, I think, like on SmackDown. They even have the belt. I'm like, where's the belt? Oh, we don't acknowledge him. Sorry, woman. They didn't even acknowledge him as the Speed Champion. He didn't even have the belt around his waist. I'm like, oh, what a waste of a belt that was. That's a waste of a fucking show. I'd rather watch, sadly, Main Event than watch Speed, and I don't watch Main Event. I'm just, using it as reference to Speed. Nobody watches Main Event anyway. Excuse me. Like I said, if you're watching this right now, I'm still a little bit under the weather. I got a head cold. Hopefully, I'm getting a little bit better each day. I'm taking my medication. What's left of it. It's just like some restless nights. Barely getting any sleep because I'm puking up. I'm not puking up. Well, I was puking the last day and a half. But today I woke up and I was just like in a lot of pain. So I've been on and off with painkillers and Excedrin. And then, putting the Flonase up my nose. Taking anything I got, like flu medicine I got, which pretty much I'm done with, and I gotta go out tomorrow and get more. Either I'm gonna get Advil cold and sinus, or I'm gonna get Mucinex, or I'm gonna get something. My nose is just like, pfft. I might actually just get some cough drops, like a bag or a small thing of cough drops, like they were like $1 or $2 at the grocery store or the pharmacy, basically. But we'll see what happens with that. I know my mom has more, so I might actually get some this weekend from her. But everybody's sick lately. Everybody is sick. Joe Cronin was a mess last night on this show. Well, on his Monday Night Raw review, he was a mess. I know, but Joe, he did all he could with barely a voice, and then last night, with out of nowhere, he was still a wreck. He seemed better, like I'm better now, but he, and then he did I think he did a video today about Hulk Hogan brother and Jesse the Body Ventura. What I tell you, man, possibly, a little tussle at Saturday Night's Main Event next Saturday night, but we'll see. But Joe looked better today. So, but Joe, I hope you feel better. And anybody else who's suffering from whatever you got, head colds or flu. If you got the flu, maybe you didn't get your flu shot, or you did get the flu shot, you still got it. I got my flu shot in like August or September of last year. I'm just surprised that I'm like this sick right now. Not now, but I mean a couple of days ago. And I just think it was just I think I got a head cold or some type of. I don't think it's a flu bug. Because if there was the flu bug, I would be pooping out. I'm sorry to get graphic, but I would be like in the in the bathroom, shitting my brains out. But no diarrhea, no nothing like that. So nothing like the norovirus or anything like that, the bird flu, COVID or anything like that. Because I took the at-home test, and I think I did it. I think I did it right. So it's you gotta wait 15 minutes, and pretty much right before like 5 minutes was left, it was like right on negative. So it might be a false negative. I don't think so, but I might go probably Friday to urgent care to get another test just to make sure. Because I could probably have it. And I tested negative at home, but it was a false negative. So we'll see what happens with that. How I feel the rest of the night and tomorrow, and we'll see what happens Friday by the weekend. But I just know with the up and down temperatures, you can't win. You can't win. You're feeling great one day, and then it's like 12 degrees, and you go outside, you come back, you're coughing up a lung, basically. It's the way the fucking weather is sometimes in America and around the world. This climate change bullshit, So, what are you gonna do? Alright. So Ethan hits the twist of fate. He gets the win. Match gave a dud. But afterwards, Ethan goes berserk again. Now remember he smashed Javon Evans' jaw. Broken jaw. Blood spewing everywhere. And then we found out last week that Javon Evans' mouth was wired shut. And then Ethan took on Cedric Alexander last week, and pretty much broke his fingers in a toolbox. Now he Pillmanizes Dante Chen, because he puts his leg in between the ring steps, and BAM! With his leg. Ow! So I think he shattered his ankle, broken leg, I don't know. But Dante was screaming in pain. And Ethan's like, I did this to you. This and that. And then, shockingly, Javon Evans comes out to make the save. I'm like, are you seriously going there in the ring? And your mouth is wired shut? Trying to get a piece, get some revenge on Ethan Page? So, he beats him up outside the ring, throws him in, they start fighting, and then Ethan gets like a quick jab right to the... Woo! Right to that broken jaw of Javon. Javon crumbles to the ground, and Ethan just like runs out of here smiling. And then you see more blood coming out of Javon's mouth. I mean, dude, get better. I mean, I don't know how... It's gonna take a long time for your mouth to kind of get, like, talking-wise. But... I mean, Javon's got a death wish. I mean, broken jaw, his mouth's wired shut, he can't eat properly, most likely. He's probably eating food through a straw. And you see Ethan Page, like, knock him out, blood's still coming out of Javon's mouth. And he's like, smile for me, Javon! Come on, give me a smile! I'm like, what are you, the Joker? Leave him with a smile. I'm gonna show you a magic trick. I'm gonna make this pencil disappear. Ta-da! I missed that. I love that movie. That's the actual Batman I like. I mean, the Michael Keaton ones were decent. First couple were good. And then when George Clooney was Batman, that sucked. Val Kilmer as Batman, meh. Christian Bale ones, I think, were pretty good. The new Batman movies that came out, ugh, they're bad. The Batman, and I think they're making the Batman 2, or if that already came out, or whatever, I don't even like it. The Joker movie, the first one was great. Second one with Lady Gaga, not so good, Al. But the Superman, the new, Henry Cavill is still playing Superman. I don't know why, but the new Superman trailer looks pretty damn good. So they kind of, made up for the horrible Supermans from before, like Superman: Dawn of Justice or whatever it was. Then what was the other one? Superman and Batman. I didn't like that at all. Even though we got Ben Affleck as Batman, which I thought was dumb. And then we kind of got Michael Keaton. I think in the Joker movie, I think, or the first one or the second one, you see Michael Keaton do a cameo as Batman. I think it was that one, or I forget which movie it was, where you see Michael Keaton as Batman again. That was great. But there's not that many Marvel movies that, last year that were actually decent, Kraven the Hunter was actually good. I saw that right around, my birthday and Christmas and New Year's. Next to Nosferatu. Woo! Nosferatu is the shit. And I'm going to see, I think it's probably this weekend, I'm going to go see the Wolfman movie. And I heard a rumor that they're making Saw 11. Why? Saw 10 was but how many times are you gonna try to kill Jigsaw? I mean, seriously. Hello, I want to play a game. You have 20 seconds to fight for your life. Choose wisely. Why are you whispering? It'd be funny if Jigsaw is there and he's telling you to make your choice, and then he says make your choice, and then you have a picture of Yoda. Yoda flashes up on the screen. He goes, "Do you or do not? There is no try. Then get on." You have Yoda just go, "Do you or do not? There is no try." I didn't know this, but I think one of my friends told me this weekend that the same voice actor that did Yoda is the same guy that does Grover from Sesame Street. I was like, what? That can't be. He's like, yo, pretty much true. I'm like, shit. No wonder they talk alike. Yoda's like, do I do not. Then you have Grover like, like, got the same voice actor. It's great. Imagine Grover in Star Wars. That'd be hilarious. Super Grover says, do or do not. There is no try. Ah! Yay! That would be funny as hell. You know what sucks? The Mandalorian's not even coming back ever. I don't think they're coming back for season 4. Because I wanted to see how Guru, whatever his name is. Goro. I was saying I think Guru. But, Baby Yoda, basically, I wanted to see him grow up to be like Yoda and then finally talk. Or maybe Yoda is young Baby Yoda, it's Baby Yoda, basically, so he can't. But it's the son of Yoda. Yoda's an old fart, anyway. It would be nice to see old Yoda talking to, his baby. That'd be fun. You, Wibby? Jedi, Master? You will grow up to be old like me. Fear, there is no try. And then you have the Mandalorian like, what? And you can't have Billy D. Williams as the Mandalorian. I love that guy! Yeah, sure you do. I love Star Wars. Star Wars is like one of my favorite fucking franchises, like action-adventure franchises. But I think the best one in the series gotta be, I think it is. You may agree with me, you may disagree with me, but, it's my opinion, my show. Empire Strikes Back is probably the best out of all of them, out of all 9 episodes. Come with me, Luke. I am your father. No! My arm. And then he had probably one of the best villains next to Emperor Palpatine. The Emperor. Strike me down, Skywalker, and your ascent to the dark side will be complete. And then you have Emperor Palpatine go, impressive, Skywalker. Impressive. Very impressive. I mean, I never liked the first villain in Star Wars 1. And then the Clone series was just like ridiculously, ugh. Yeah. Then, those movies were like basically, Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader's like origin story before we even hit Star Wars. You are the chosen one! Alright, moving on. Alright, enough about Star Wars and all that shit. Alright, so where was I? Alright, so Javon comes in, trying to save, trying to get revenge on Ethan, and he's like, well, smile for me, you asshole! Punch him right in the wired mouth, and then, I think we need more wire for Javon Aaron's mouth. Shit. So see what happens with that situation next week. We move on. Alright, then we see Oba, Femi, in another segment. He's walking in the back, and then Dion Lennox, the resident nerd, comes up to him and says, hey, I want a title shot too. And Oba's like, whatever. Like, just walks right by him. And then we go right to Ashanti the Adonis, the resident pimp of NXT. He's with Carmen Petrovic, this on-again, off-again relationship. And then you bring in Vakita Leons with their text messages and shit. And then Carmen helps him win over Dion a couple weeks ago. And then you're like, what the hell is going on here? So he's apologizing to Carmen. He gives her a rose. Blah, blah, blah. Carmen's got, those sexy eyes. So like, give me that big black cock already. Shut up. So she's like, it's about goddamn time. And then they make out. Which wasn't the best make out I ever seen in WWE, so. I mean, come on. If I was in NXT and I had to do like a romantic fucking scene or some shit like that. Not sex scene, I'm saying, but I had to kiss one of the hot women in NXT. I better be fucking like Lola Vice or JC Jane or some shit. Man, I'll be making out galore. I know it's acting, but, it goes a little bit too far on live TV. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down, boy. Calm down. He's got a man. Calm down. So I gotta tell half my Asian wives sometimes. Oh, calm down. Calm down, you're not on the schedule yet. I got a schedule, I got my woman to go first, and then you guys next. I got so much dick to give. I mean, come on. Because I get more than you. But I digress. Alright, so Ashanti's now back together with Carmen. They made out. Yay! I don't give 2 fucks. And all that, I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. Big waste of time. Alright, then we get a nice video for my girl Julia, the new NXT Women's Champion. We're gonna see her next week. Don't know who's her next opponent gonna be. Might be Roxy, but I think she's got another problem. But we'll talk about that. And then maybe it's Delta, maybe it's Sol Ruka, maybe it's I don't know who. Maybe they'll have another stupid tournament or Battle Royal to see who faces Julia at Vengeance Day. Whoop-de-doo! I still want to see Julia and Stephanie Vergara in the ring. Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Either be at Vengeance Day, or I think it should be at Stand and Deliver in April during Easter weekend for WrestleMania weekend. I think right after Vengeance Day, we're gonna start building up to Stand and Deliver. I know we got like 2 months basically of storylines to get through. I don't know if there's another event coming up in March to get to April. There's gonna be like a side event or something like in March, like St. Patrick's Day bash or some shit. I know AEW's doing that, but they always do that every year. But not even I have to go get the Grand Slam yet. You know, we're not even at Valentine's Day yet. We've got about a month to go. So, guys, get ready to spend your money on your significant other. Buy her chocolate, buy her some flowers, take her out to Din Din, and then maybe you get some good sex. Not, you know, you don't have to take her around, you know, get her drunk, they have the great drunk sex, but, you know. Because basically, you know, Valentine's Day is the, you know, National Sex Day, because everybody gets, you know, most of the time, everybody's getting fucked, so. You know, it's National Condom Day, because, you know, half the time people don't use it, because their polo game is really bad. Mine is perfect. Lay down that pipe, you know when to say when. Because when you lay down that good pipe, you know, as much as the, you know, like, the woman goes, this and that, I'm like, no. Not now. Let me just give you that pipe and you're gonna like it. Then you take my cream, my milk and cookies and everything. Blah, blah, blah. Moving on. Alright, so we're gonna see Julia next week. And that's always a great time. Moving on. Alright, then we go to the back. We have Sarah Schreiber, I believe. In the back with, surprisingly, our first surprise on the night, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions of the World, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, and the Psycho Killer, Mr. Tommaso Ciampa. Back in NXT, crowd's going nuts for them. So Sarah's like, what the fuck are you guys doing here? So basically they say, we've heard so much about Fraxium, so we want to kind of scout, you know, possible future competition. That would be a good match. Maybe to unify. Not that I want to unify those belts, but non-title match would be great, but it's like. So then they say, oh, we won't get any, you know, I think then Bronco Nima and Lucius Price come in the week with Gangsters, like, hey, you know, what are you guys doing here? We're going to take the belts, you know. I'm going to show Fraxium is just nothing, you know. And then a little tension, but nothing really happened. And then DIY kind of make a promise saying, oh, we're not going to get involved in the tag title match. And pretty much they didn't because they were standing on a balcony in the arena, so we get that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, speaking of tag team titles, we get a number 1 contenders match for the women's tag team titles that Bianca Belair and Naomi have. So we got the Witches of NXT and the Witches of WWE, Alba Fire and Easter Dawn on the Unholy Union, taking on my girls, my Ebony Hotties. We got Jakari Miss Jackson if you're nasty, and Trick Willie's very own Lash Legend. Get ready. Get shit done. So Metaphor, whatever they do, let them know. But don't want gang signs, you know. West Side! Well, East Side. I'm from the East Coast. I love the West. I know West Side rap. You know, Tupac and Biggie. Well, Biggie's from the East Coast. I like West Coast gangster rap. You know, that's the only rap I actually like. Besides, you know, I like Eminem. You know, little Ja Rule, little Biggie, Jay-Z, 50 Cent. You know, people like that. Eminem. You know, and you get Tupac and Nas and, you know, people like that. Old school rap, which is cool. Because old school is cool. Not this mumble rap bullshit from fake as fuck rappers like fucking Kendrick Lamar. Boring as fuck. I can't stand it. And then he's doing remixes of his stupid boring songs with Skrillex. I'm like, really? Skrillex? Horrible. And he gets like 55 million views on YouTube. Big fucking whoop. For a song that fucking sucks. In the comment section, oh, this song sucks. Then you got douchebags like fucking MGK, you know, ruining a John Denver classic. I mean, come on, really? With Jelly Roll, of all people. I bet Jelly Roll's like freaking like, why am I doing a video with this schmuck who can't rap and he's not even a great rock star? He sucks. Like other fake fucking rappers I know. I'm just saying, I have my own taste of rap. Even the women rappers I love, you know, Moni Love and Queen Latifah, people like that. You know, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj. Even Lil' Kim back in the day. That's the rap I like. That's good rap, not the... What? You can barely understand what the fuck they're saying half the time. You know, Rosa actually likes a song called You're a Jack! You're a Jerk! You're a Jack! Then she says, this song's for you. This song's about you. I'm like, yeah, I guess. Sarcastic saying that, but... Yeah, I'm a jerk. I'm giving you a dick pretty much every night. Oh, shit. I'm a jerk. Yeah, jerk off. On your face. But I digress. Anyway, let's get back to this match. Alright, so Metaphor takes on the Witches of WWE. It was an okay match for almost 13 minutes. Back and forth match they went, get to the end. After a break, come back. Lash chokeslams Alba Fire for a near fall. And then slams Isla for added bonus. And then we get a backstabber Swanton Bomb combo by the ladies of Metaphor for a near fall. Actually, the Witches of WWE get that on Jakara Jackson, who kicks out. And then all four women are in the ring. Alba goes for the Gory Bomb and gets broken up by Jakara Jackson. And then Lash has pretty much Alba Fire in that wheelbarrow position. I'm like, here it comes. Wheelbarrow, faceplant, running Gilmore Kata! Bang! 1, 2, 3. Probably one of the sickest finishers from a women's tag team point of view. They get the win. Finish off Alba Fire in 13 minutes. So, Metaphor, the lovely ladies of Metaphor, Lash Legend, got shit done, and Miss Jakara Jackson, if you're nasty. They get the number one contender spot, so we're going to see them possibly be facing Bianca Belair and Naomi. When? I don't know. Should be a good match. I hope Metaphor wins, but, you know, last time they went for a tag team title shot, they lost. It sucks. They're so good. I think all of Metaphor is going to go to the main roster eventually. I mean, we did see Ora Menza make a cameo last night in that segment with Dante Chen and Ethan Page in the locker room. Like, hey, it's Ora Menza. Where you been? You sucking catering again? Shit. And Noam Dar is still out with his broken leg or injured leg. Don't know when he's coming back. If ever. But I think he's almost been out a year at least. So, former Heritage Cup champion twice, I believe. I think all of them would do great on SmackDown. Not so much Raw, but SmackDown, I think, is their home. It would be a nice home for Jakara and Lash, because they were on SmackDown a few times. The fans actually love them. But I would love to have, like, Ora Menza on there. You can go after the U.S. title picture, maybe put them on Raw on the Intercontinental title. Same thing with Ora Menza going after the Intercontinental, Noam Dar, I should say, going after both those mid-card titles. And then you got Lash and Jakara going after the Women's U.S. title or the Intercontinental title, because Lyra won it, so she's going to need some challengers eventually. The first one should be Zelina Vega, just saying. Hunter? Book it? Or do I have to do everything myself? Because you're not a great booker, Hunter. The game! I can book anything with my proboscis nose. We got a hot wife. Hi, Steph. I shouldn't have done that, because now my voice is gonna... Between that and... Do or do not, there is no try. My voice is going, as this. But it is what it is. Alright, so... Metaphor gets the win. They become the new #1 contenders to the women's tag team belts, and we'll see what happens with them as we roll on. Match is alright. 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the back. Once again, Sarah Shriver's in the back. This time, we see the new Heritage Cup champion, officially this time, Lexus King. He gets his nameplate officially on the Heritage Cup. He's proud to win the cup. Then, once again, the former champion, Mr. Regal's son, Charlie Dempsey, and my girl, Maddie Lankowski, come in. And it's like, hey, I think we're talking rematch. And, Maddie's like, rematch. So then Ava Rain is there. And Ava's like, I'm interested. I'm like, oh, come on. The third match. I mean, just end the feud. Let Lexus King go on a monster run with the Heritage Cup. I mean, do we really need to see a third match for the cup? Dumb. So we'll get that. So Ava's all interested in that. Then they have a big old brawl. They have a big fight. Actually, well, they don't fight. So Ava's interested in a possible rematch between Lexus King and Charlie Dempsey again for the third time for the Heritage Cup. But then we hear something from outside, like somebody got hit, like got thrown into the gate. So Ava runs outside, and we see my cousin Tony D and Rich Holland fighting in the parking lot. God damn, that parking lot needs security. Holy shit! Like every promotion, even in the indie circuit, they have the worst parking lots ever. Everybody's getting beat up in the parking lot. Or outside the building or something like that. If you're at an indie show. It's not, and sometimes it's not even during the match. Sometimes it is, sometimes they're just doing an after show promo. I'm like, shit. Alright, so we got that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, back inside the Capitol Wrestling Center we go. We see another surprise. The TNA Knockouts champion, Masha Slamovich, in the crowd. And Vic Joseph, the great man that he is, mentioned her as TNA Knockouts champion. Plugged Genesis. Didn't mention any mention of my demon bride, Rosemary. Bastards. But we know Masha is taking on my girl, Rosemary, in a Ravens Clockwork Orange House of Fun match for the TNA Knockouts title this Sunday at Genesis. I'm hoping finally Rosemary gets the belt after like 6 years without it. Shit. Rousey needs more belts, goddammit. But we have that. Anyway, so she's there to look on. So I guess the TNA NXT partnership is still kind of, going on. We haven't seen many TNA stars on NXT programming and vice versa these days over the last set of tapings. But anyway, we got Masha there to hype up Genesis. So that was nice. So she's there in the crowd to look at our next match, speaking of ladies. Cora Jade, who has a interesting stare-down with Masha. Maybe Cora Jade appears at Genesis. Maybe she cost Masha the belt against Rosemary. Not that it'll be good for Rosemary's sake, but kind of like, why? I was thinking we're gonna get a match next week. Then that kind of solidifies Masha beating Rosemary in that Ravens House of Fun match. Because it works in Rosemary's favor because she's hardcore-ish. And then Masha, we all know how hardcore she can get from being GCW World Champion and I think Ultra Violent Champion. She can get hardcore. And I remember seeing her in like 2015, 16 in the indie circuit when she was so fucking green. Meaning, sucked, basically. She wasn't that great in the ring. Her promos weren't great. And nobody freaking liked her. You know, she just came out as this, you know, commie Russian. I think she's Ukrainian, actually. I don't even know. But she has grown over the past, like, 8-9 years. And I think she's probably one of the rising stars in the women's division in TNA and pretty much all wrestling. She has grown a lot. And I'm proud of her. Very proud of Masha, so hey, you are an indie wrestler here in New York, you can get a shot, and, you know, you'll be like Masha. You can start sucking really bad, being like the first woman on, you know, first match on the card, or somewhere in the middle of the card, and then you're main eventing, like, Genesis or something like that. So even you, can be a great start. Put your mind to it, keep going. But I'm so happy for Masha. But that's it. So anyway, we go to Corey Jane and Kaylani join the 5-minute suckfest. Kaylani wins with a double arm DDT. That Mick Foley Cactus Jack finisher. I don't even think Mick likes that. You know, like, Mick, do you like Kaylani using your move? I don't think it was very nice, but, you know, it's fine. Do you want some Doritos? No, not tonight, Mick. I'm sorry. They're very tasty, I know, but I'm sick. Well, I hope you feel better. Well, thank you, Mick. Thank you. Never mind. Okay, calm down. Alright, so anyway, Kaylani gets the win in 5 minutes, and I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. Moving along. Alright, then we get an interview, I think it was outside. Oh, no, it's on Instagram. With DJ Nightwolf ready to win the NXT title next week from Oba. Nope. Not happening. Alright, then we go back inside the arena. We go back, still backstage. We have Fraxium talking to Sarah Schreiber about their upcoming title defense against Out the Mud, OTM, Lucius Price, and Bronco Nemo. So they're there, and then Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Inamura, the Japanese legend that he is, they come in and say, hey, we want a title shot. And I'm like, oh, great, we're going to get this shit again. I want a title shot. No, I want a title shot. I'm the tag team champion. No, I'm the tag team champion. NXT tag team division is just, it's great, but, you know, there's so many there who want the titles. I'm like, come on already. I mean, now what? So anyway, so they come in and want a tag team title shot at Fraxium. How about getting a match first before that? Have a match, non-title match, then maybe if you win, yeah, you could get title match. You can't just get like, I want a title match. Doesn't work that way. So anyway, so the Brookwood Gangsters come in and say, hey, well, we're getting the titles coming up next. And then they throw some insults and they start brawling. I'm like, oh boy. And then Fraxium like, we gotta deal with this shit. So anyway, I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we go to the main event match of the night. Fraxium taking on the Brookwood Gangsters. Nice little 13-13. Hey, make a wish. 13-13 match. Back and forth they went. We see DIY on the balcony looking on. Kind of distracts A-Kid a little bit. As we go to break, come back. Ben Frazier comes in off a big hot tag to clean house. Hits a running shooting star press for a near fall on Lucius Price. And then all 4 men on the ring. OTM gets caught in stereo submission holds. That gets broken up as Bronco Nemo suplexes Ben Frazier onto the other 2 guys. Ow. And then kind of settle down a little bit. Ben Frazier comes in off a springboard tag. Nice. But Bronco Nemo hits a rock bottom God, rock bottom, Tony Schiavone. Rock bottom onto Axiom. And then they go outside. Excuse me. They go outside. My voice is going now. It's starting to go again. That's it. They go outside. They clear off the announce table. And Ben Frazier fights out of that. And he lays Bronco Nima on the table. Goes up top. Hits a big 80 gun. 80 frog splash through the table, which broke. Obviously, because, no Japanese tables this time. And then, while in the ring, A-Kid hits a move on Lucius Price. Then the fans are getting all fired up, and A-Kid hits the golden ratio, pretty much to Bronco Lima's face, and hit him right in the nose. I'm like, oh no, not again. He broke his nose again. Because remember, I think it was him that came out with the mask. So he's like, ah! And then he's throwing a pin, and he's like, ah! And he's like this with the pin. So something got knocked out or something like that. His nose broke again, I don't know. But anyway, Fraxum gets the win to retain the belts. Ugh. So their long as fuck combined reign continues. And I don't know who beats them right now. I just don't know. Might be DIY, might be somebody else. And that's that. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. I gotta blow my schnoz. Okay. Alright. So we get that. Alright, so after that, DIY is like, oh, we're going to the belt, They look on for a little bit, and then we go outside. We see a white car pull up, but we don't know who comes in, who comes out of the black car, but we see somebody in black leather pants and blackish gray boots. So I'm like, who could be debuting, returning? Who knows? I thought it could have been Ricky Starks. It could have been, somebody else. Maybe Becky. But not Becky. It's not Becky. But we move on. So anyway, we end the night with Roxy coming to the ring looking amazingly hot. And basically giving her what's next speech to the fans. So she says, when I won the women's title at Stunned and Deliver for my second reign, no one thought I was going to hold on to this thing, and I held it for basically over 270-something days. And she's like, I wanted to make women's wrestling special, give the people something they can take pride in every week. She says, this is the best women's wrestling on the planet every week, but now I stand here without my belt. And says, Julia, you were the better woman last week, but that's what you people wanted. And it's like, you rather have Julia take the title to new heights, or the same heights I did, and really, the belt, she doesn't deserve the belt. You people don't deserve her as champ. Blah blah blah. And then out of nowhere, we hear the music of Bayley. Give me a hug, Bayley. Bayley's back in NXT. The fans are going nuts. So Bayley tries to offer some advice. Roxy doesn't want to hear that shit. And then Bayley starts mocking her for wanting advice when she was shorter than she even is now. Ouch. Roxy laughs that off because while Bayley set records, I broke your records. And, maybe... she's like, maybe I'll be your role model there, Bayley. So Bayley says, Roxy, you're going to be stuck here for a while while I go on to win the SmackDown Women's Championship again from Tiffany Stratton, go on to WrestleMania. Blah, blah, blah. And then out of nowhere, Roxy smacks Bayley Bailey, with a takedown, they beat each other up, and then referees and agents had to come in right as the show ended. As, the news comes right on at 10 o'clock, so you don't have overruns on the CW11, which sucks. But, if you follow the WWE YouTube page, they show the aftermath. Basically, they're still fighting, and then Bailey stands tall, and that's it. So, I don't know what's going to happen. There's going to be a match next week with Bailey and Roxy. That should be pretty damn good. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I gave the final segment 3 out of 5 stars. But overall, I gave NXT 6.5 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys thought of the show down below in the comment section. And that's pretty much it. Alright guys, my voice is cracking again, so I'm going to wet my whistle even more. Try to get my voice back for tonight. And we're pretty much for the weekend, we'll see. And that's pretty much it. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. 6.5 out of 10 stars for NXT on the CW11. We'll see what happens next week on the program. And that's that. Alright, I'm going to get ready for AEW Maximum Carnage Night 1. Coming up in about 15 minutes or so. Maybe later tonight I'll do my AEW review. Depends on how I feel, if I still have a voice by then. But we'll see what happens with that. But if not, probably be coming maybe sometime tomorrow night. And then we'll talk about TNA Ring of Honor. And then getting to SmackDown this weekend. And then Collision as well to end the weekend. And then we got the Martin Luther King Jr. Day edition of Monday Night Raw on Netflix, episode number 3. And like I said, for the ratings, 5.9 million views for Netflix, for Raw on Netflix. This past Monday night, nothing so far with NXT's ratings, but I'm pretty sure they kind of went down. But there's no Rock, nobody else. So we'll see what happens with that. And that's that. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, if you're not down with that, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's it. Alright, I'm gonna try to get a little bit better, watch AEW, have my sensible dinner, and then get some rest, hopefully. And then hopefully tomorrow I'll be a little bit more better. I'm kind of like 60% now, hopefully getting around 75-80%, and then by the weekend I get this fucking bug, virus, whatever it is, out of me for good, and I can get back to 100%, and do videos without half a voice. And that's it. Alright, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace!